Jeremy Hunt, a crisis Chancellor, has a plan for long-term growth. Education, enterprise, employment and optimism.
Declinism about Britain is just wrong. It's always been wrong in the past, and it's wrong today.
If that sounds like a Brexiteer's lament, the consequences of leaving remain contested, a barrier for many in business, but not the Chancellor.
The reality of Brexit for many companies is delays, red tape, additional costs. They can't hire the people they want to come to this country, and you can't stop the people you don't want to come to this country. Would it not be more honest to acknowledge that Brexit is failing on its own terms?
It's a big change in our economic relations with our closest neighbours, and of course that is going to need adaptation, and of course there is some short-term disruption. But I think it's completely wrong to just focus on that without looking at the opportunities.
At Goodfellow, they contend with reality. A supplier of specialist materials for high-tech research, it's precisely the sort of enterprise the Chancellor wants to thrive. But with almost half their goods exported to Europe, they've faced challenges.
What we've done is we've got an operating company in Germany, and we've had to ship through that company. So a lot of taxes that would have gone through to the UK now are declared in Germany. And then we ship to all the 27 EU countries.
Brexit and COVID have contributed to a worker shortage too. And Mr Hunt wants an army of retirees to come to the rescue.
Britain is not alone in facing economic challenges, but it is the only G7 nation that hasn't recovered to pre-pandemic levels of output, and the Chancellor faces difficult choices, ruling out tax cuts after spending billions on COVID and energy bailouts, but under pressure from business to incentivise investment.
What we now want to see is the action, for example, in the spring budget, on the things that are, essential to our growth, and that's not. Those aren't small things. That's things like getting older people back to work or getting mums back to work who can't work because of childcare. That is about incentivising investment, like the super deduction and things like that.
The Chancellor wants to look on the bright side, but whether optimist or pessimist, economic reality will have the last word. Paul Kelso, Sky News.